Hey guys, Breezy CPA here, your certified public accountant, and in this video we're going to be talking about where did all the accounting jobs go and where are all the accountants. So in recent years there's been a trend in the accounting industry where there have been fewer accounting jobs available as well as fewer accountants to fill the jobs that are available. So there's been a decline in the number of accountants, CPAs, CPA exam candidates, students that are going into the accounting major, and there's been an uptake in the number of layoffs within the accounting profession, especially from the Big Four. So, in this video, we're going to take a look at these different trends, and hopefully, it's going to give you a better idea of what is going on in the accounting profession so that if you're interested in becoming an accountant, you'll know what to expect in the future. Like always, the sponsor of this video is breezycpa.com. If you're interested in becoming an accountant, becoming a CPA, or you just want to learn more about accounting, we have a number of courses available at breezycpa.com that can help you do that. Thank you to all the new students who have registered for the classes. I wish you guys all the best of luck in studying for and passing your CPA exams. If you want to register for our courses, make sure to use promo code BREEZY20 to get 20% off your order at checkout. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button. I'll be posting more videos soon regarding different areas of accounting as well as the CPA exam. So hit the subscribe button if you want to see more. So let's get into this. I recently saw an article from regarding PricewaterhouseCoopers that was saying that they are laying off 2% of their US workforce. And that got me interested in finding out what the numbers are regarding the trends within the accounting profession. So I went in and did a little deep dive here, digging into the numbers. And basically, within the last 5 years, there has been between a 10 to 17% drop in the number of accountants and auditors in the accounting profession. So, between 2019 and 2024, the US saw a 10% drop in accountants. And between 2019 and 2021, so that 3 year period, there was a 17% drop in the number of accountants. So when you total that together for the full accounting profession, you're looking at over 300,000 accountants and auditors that left the workforce just between 2019 and 2021. So that's probably upwards of 500,000 accountants and auditors that have left the workforce in the last 5 to 6 years. So that's a significant drop in the number of accountants and auditors leaving the accounting profession. And what can we attribute this to? So, of course, the number one thing that has affected this number is probably the advancement of AI technology. So, AI has definitely taken the place of some of the accountants within the profession, especially some of the repetitive task work and entering data into spreadsheets and things that now, accounting programs can do relatively easily using AI. But another main contributing factor that people are neglecting to mention is that around of 75% of the current CPAs are nearing retirement age or are expected to retire within the next 15 years. So that is a significant number of CPAs that we should be expecting to lose within the next couple of within the next decade here. So just think about that. 75% of current CPAs are nearing retirement age or are expected to retire in the next 15 years. 75%. That's a huge chunk of CPAs. So this isn't just strictly attributed to AI. Also, this baby boomer boom of CPAs that are retiring is also contributing to the decline in the number of accountants and CPAs within the profession. So let's take a closer look at who is going to be replacing these CPAs and whether people are deciding to take accounting as their major in college or get a graduate degree in accounting. So, looking at the numbers here for 2018, for undergraduate accounting, we had 209,000 people who were enrolled in undergraduate accounting in 2018, as opposed to 168,000 in 2023. So that's a 20% decline. In the number of undergraduate accounting majors in this 5 year period here. So for graduate accounting, we had 36,849 in 2018, and in 2023, we had 24,717. So that's a 33% decline in the number of graduate accounting students. And I would expect this number to go down because they have now implemented, many states have now implemented the new legislation regarding sitting for the CPA exam, where you do not any longer have to complete the 5 years um, of licensure credits in order to sit for the CPA exam. So, taking a look at this article here that got me interested in this topic here, PricewaterhouseCooper cuts 2% of its US workforce. So, as we know, the accounting profession is dominated by the big four, and that includes Deloitte, Ernst& Young, PricewaterhouseCooper, and KPMG. So Deloitte is the largest employer with 460,000 employees. Ernst& Young has 400,000 employees, PricewaterhouseCooper has 370,000, and KPMG has 275,000. So together, these four accounting firms employ about 1.5 million employees. So basically, whatever trends we are going to be seeing in the accounting industry, they are going to show up first with these four different accounting firms. So, looking at this article here, PricewaterhouseCooper cuts 2% of its U.S. workforce, citing historically low attrition. This week, the big four firms shed 1,500 workers in its assurance and tax units, including accountants. Layoffs that aren't tied to AI, PwC said. Sure. Of course, they're tied to AI, but they don't want to admit that. So basically, PricewaterhouseCooper laid off 1,500 employees this week, citing low turnover and a need to better align with its clients' needs. The layoff affected professionals in assurance and tax lines of service, including accountants. And basically, they go on here to say that the spokesperson for PricewaterhouseCooper expressed support for the 120-hour college credit alternative, and that in recent months, at least 11 states have passed legislation aimed at removing the 150-hour college credit licensure requirement for certified public accountants, which is fantastic. Thank goodness the AICPA is finally doing something after decades of torturing these poor accounting students into taking basically an extra year of college. I think it was a scam. Basically, you had to take an extra year of college because 120 hours is basically your 4 year college degree. And then, in order to get the extra 30 units to sit for the CPA exam, you either had to get your master's in college or go back for another 30 units in order to get that. So, basically, they are saying here in this article that they approve of this new 120-hour college credit alternative, and that the staff cuts came after months of long examinations of the business. PricewaterhouseCooper employs a number of people here, and that the layoffs come after the firm cut 1,800 employees in September, mostly in its U.S. advisory products and technology operations teams. Despite claims of AI not playing a role in driving staff reduction, speculation persists, and that's for good reason, because the firm announced that it would make a $1 billion investment in generative AI over the next 3 years. So they're saying we're going to invest $1 billion into AI, but AI is not impacting these job cuts that we are currently enforcing. So PricewaterhouseCooper recently launched a new branding campaign. It's the So You Can campaign. And basically, they're trying to copy Nike here with Just Do It. And they're saying So You Can. And if we look at some of the images here, we can see that PricewaterhouseCoopers said, "We unite expertise and tech so you can outthink, outpace, and outperform." And we can see an accountant looking directly at an AI robot saying, "Are you going to be taking my job?" basically. Also, other accounting firms that we talked about, KPMG cut about 1,900 jobs in the US, and the layoffs will included cuts in the audit business. A notable shift given the company and industry has had recent struggles with the accounting talent shortages. They're saying here that the layoffs follow an earlier round in February in which the Big Four accounting firm laid off nearly 700 staff in its advisory side of its business, or what was close to 2% of its U.S. workforce. And this also extends to Ernst& Young, which in April said it was planning to cut 3,000 jobs from its U.S. workforce. So basically, all of the big four are planning to have cuts in their workforce based on this new trend towards AI, as well as this aging CPA workforce, where we're seeing a lot of baby boomers retiring from the accounting profession, and you're seeing a decline in the number of CPA exam candidates and people majoring in accounting or graduate accounting courses. So it's a combination of different things that is going on, as well as outsourcing to different countries outside of the US. So there's a number of different factors going on here. From my opinion, as I've mentioned in previous videos, your goal should not be to be working for the big four for an extended period of time. You should get your CPA because I do believe that the CPA will hold value. It still has value and it will have value going into the future. But the goal shouldn't be to work long term for one of these big four corporations. The goal should be for you to achieve entrepreneurship with your CPA. So that would mean doing taxes or opening up your own little CPA firm, doing budgets and accounting for various clients. That is really the direction you want to go in the future with your CPA license. The big four, they're outdated. They basically want to extract as much as they can from you with 70 to 80-hour work weeks. You hear a lot. I hear a lot about this from students and people who have been in the profession recently. I was in it a long time ago, and it was the same story. They basically want to suck as much life out of you while you're young in the profession and get the most out of you that they can, because they know you're probably not going to stick around, which is really what you want to do. You want to get what you can out of them. You maybe want to put uh, PwC or KPMG or Deloitte on your resume, have it on there. Maybe get them to pay for your CPA exam courses or licensing fees, and get the heck out of there and do your own thing. But let me know in the comments down below if you have experienced this in the accounting field, if you're seeing this currently working for one of the big four, or you recently left one of the big four, or you were part of these cuts that they're currently doing as a result of all these different factors. Let me know in the comments down below if you've experienced any of this or if you're seeing this out there. Like always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.